Good morning all, Saturday morning. Let's have a look at the average then. 13 crosses submitted by you guys. Thank you for that, for those that submitted. So, what have we got then? Well, big cluster, roughly in our same area. Definitely a cluster. There's two lower ones, which... See, it's quite... You can't rule them out, even though there's a cluster and it seems to be an obvious area where people are going. You can't rule out the other two because it's quite possible judges will go there. And we did used to say that, okay, we'll take them out because in theory the head judge will do the same thing if it's a cluster. But we've seen from the past that that's not always the case. So I'm going to leave them in, draw some lines from both players. And there's a big spread on the height. That's the issue there. But isn't that usually the case? Because the widthways from this player on the right here, the one that's bent over doing God knows what, is very narrow. But look how narrow that is. Everybody seems to think that he's basically looking in the same place. But it's where this guy behind him, the guy on the left, is looking, because his eyes are... Wow, how do you explain his eyes? You've got one eye looking over here and one eye looking up there. And from past experience, we've seen that the judges tend not to go into the middle of where the eyes are looking. They'll pick an eye and go with one eye. Somebody did point out this week they think the judges will ignore his left eye, and they'll concentrate on the right eye, which is a good thing because that's where most of us have gone up there. And now I think out of that cluster, let me check, I think I'm the bottom. The one I put in on Tuesday, yeah, there it is, flashing. It's at the bottom right of that cluster. And I did wonder on Tuesday, should I go a little bit higher, maybe a tad more to the left? And I think, yeah, I probably will. So I'm about to click on Crosshair to get the average, but Fantasy Photos UK did ask, am I having trouble with Crosshair as well? But I didn't try it all week, so I didn't know. But when I clicked on it this morning, let me bring it down if I can move it. No, I can't move it, it's just stuck at the top of the screen. If I click on Calculate Average, it will put the average in. However, it doesn't show the cross on the screen. Oh, showing it there, look. That's weird. If I put the magnifying glass over it, it's showing it. However, if I don't, it's not showing it. That's weird. But the figures come up, and the figures are, if I round it up to the decimal places, 25161310. So as much as you can't really see it on that picture, you can more or less figure out where it's going to be. It's going to be in that cluster, isn't it? That's weird how I can see it with the magnifying glass, but not without. How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. So, I don't think I can get the draggable target down either if I click on that. No, nothing happens. So I don't know if this crosshair extension is broke or whether Spot the Ball are running some script to stop them. I really don't know. I can't see really how they can do that because it's only a website, but I don't know enough about that to say. So there we are. I've put the average on the screen. So what you'll have to do is take that average, coordinate, stick it on your own picture temporarily just so you can see where the average is. Work your way around that if you want to, then delete it after, which is what I always do anyway. Right, let's have a look at Revcomps. What did they add this week? So Monday's draw, already discussed. I got one on this aerial atom because it comes with under £1,000 cash alternative. And I had a couple on this Ford Fiesta because it's only like a year and a half old. And it's the 155 brake horsepower one. And it looks really nice. And Fiestas fetch good money now. Now they've stopped making them. People want them. Well, they did before. They were a good seller, but even want them even more now. That's Monday's draw. And then Thursday night, they added more for next Thursday. So as much as I like these two Volkswagens, I've managed to behave myself and not buy tickets on them. I got one ticket on this Ferrari because a cash alternative of £200,000. That's superb, isn't it? As much as a Ferrari's nice, but you can do so much more with the cash, can't you? And I got one ticket on this motorhome. And I'm not entirely sure what I would do with it, because how often are you going to actually use it? Maybe the odd long weekend, a week or two in the summer. That's about it. But they are fantastic things, and that comes with 10 grand anyway. So I'd be more excited about the 10 grand, I think, in my bank, after the amount of money I've spent lately. They do a couple of auto draws. Do. So we got this one in tomorrow, this Volkswagen Golf R. It's a 10-year-old one, mine, but it is a manual gearbox. So obviously it's an older one. Tickets are pricey on that though, 25 quid a ticket. And they've only sold 70%. Thought they'd have sold more than that. People love these Golf Rs. 7-seater Skoda Kodiaq, 10,000 tickets, 4 quid a ticket. That ends on Wednesday. And the last one they added was this Fiat Bath, which is £2.77 a ticket. How can you resist? Can't resist that, can you? What else? I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but there was an email come out and it was Robbie's birthday, his 36th birthday. So to celebrate, they were giving away a Mini Cooper S, 2016 Mini Cooper S in green, lovely looking car, 36,000 tickets, and you could have a free ticket, one each. I haven't heard of what's happened with the draw yet, because I checked this morning and all the tickets were gone. So a lot of people may have missed it. But it goes to show how many people play, though. I mean, the fact that you could only have one ticket each, and it was 36,000 tickets on offer. So there's at least 36,000 people playing for it, with one ticket each. But they haven't announced the winner yet, as far as I'm aware. So fingers crossed, one of us could be winning that Mini Cooper S today. So that's it for that. Interesting to point out Tuesday's video. Now, normally the videos it varies between 1,000 and maybe 1,400, sometimes 1,500 views. However, Tuesday's video went a bit bonkers, and I have no idea why, because according to this, it's got near enough 1.8 thousand views, 556 more than usual for this time since Tuesday. 3.4 watched hours more, and 11 new subscribers since Tuesday. That's bizarre. That was. I have no idea why. But when I look at where the traffic came from, 68.6% of the views were as a result of a YouTube search. So it was almost 70% were people looking for BOTB videos. So that's bizarre. That is. That's an interesting thing. And when I look at the age and gender of you viewers, 90.8% male and 9.2% female. So well done, ladies, for joining in and taking part. There's a split on the ages. Almost 50% of the people that watch this video were between 25 and 34. And then a third, 35 to 44 years old. A little tiny bit, 45 to 54. And nobody from my age group are on there. So I don't exist, obviously. But 39.3% are subscribers of people that watch the video, and 60.5% weren't subscribed. So interesting stuff there. Anyway, that's enough for me. I've got loads of little upgrades to do on my camper van before I make the video. The diesel heater's in. I've cut the front of a cupboard out and slid the toilet in there. That needs to be now sort of restrained, so I don't hit the brakes and get covered in shit when I'm driving down the road. I've got a few things to do today. I'm going to put the rubber matting on the shelves, stop things sliding about. I've got a swivelly mount thing that I want to put the TV on the wall. The TV turned up. I plonked a magnetic aerial on a roof and plugged the telly into a 12-volt socket. That works perfectly. It picked up all the channels, but I want to mount it now on a swivelly bracket so that I can move it about and change this. So I can lie in bed, in the van, and watch TV. The trouble is, that the bolts they supplied with it, well, they're like long screws with a bolt head, and they're about 4 inches long. Now, if I screw them into the side of the van on the inside, they're going to end up coming through the van on the outside, which is great on a campsite because I can hang tea towels and towels and stuff on there to dry them. However, when I'm driving down the road, I'm going to be slashing pedestrians' faces. So I need shorter screws or bolts or whatever so I can bolt this. Anyway, that's not for this video. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I can put that in a separate video when I make one about the camper van. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and good luck for Tuesday. Cheers all.